right. Good morning, everybody. It is a lovely Monday morning on this last day of August. I've already got my little swim workout in, so I'm all jazzed up and ready to go and energized. So let's get this show underway. We're going to do a little bit of quad strengthening, hamstring lengthening work today. So working up to our peak pose, Krounchasana or heron pose. So you're probably going to want a block or two or something to sit on. You're probably going to need a strap. I know that for this pose, I need those couple of things. It's also going to work some deep abdominal engagement, some good core work. So let's get to it. Have your accoutrements at the ready, and we'll get started. To the mat. All right, we'll start standing. Feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Inhale, sit those hips back. And exhale, pressing up, lengthening. Inhale back down. And exhale, lengthening the other side. I might be playing with the sunlight glare a little bit around, but it's nice to see the sun, so we're going to make the best of what we got. We've been doing that pretty well for the last few months anyway, so we'll just keep right on going. Let's get one more time on each side. And bring it back up to center. Let's do some arm circles, nice and big going forward. We help. We release in our shoulders and activate them and let them relax. It makes it a lot easier to stretch and lengthen the back and into the hamstrings. We must get every piece and part and component. And let's go back. And of course, we must finish with Michael Phelps. And a little shake it out. All right, we'll do our variation on our Krishna pose. Inhale, right foot steps behind, right arm up. Lengthen the right side. Exhale, release back to center. And we'll inhale over to the other side with the breath. Try not to fall over in the process. We'll get one more time to each side, and then we're going to do a hold. And here we're going to hold it. Breathe Breathe nice and deep into the belly. Really open up that right side. Open and release. Getting the pelvis out of the armpit. Exhale. Release back to center and over to the other side. And exhale. Releasing back to center. All right, we're going to separate the feet again. We're going to do a squat to single leg stance. Inhaling down. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale back down. And exhale to the other side. Engage the quadriceps of that standing leg. Lock the pelvis into place. Nice and stable. Then we're going to hold here. Hold our standing single leg stance. Up tall, pelvis locked into place. Quads engaged. Abdomen engaged. It's actually our abdominal muscles that are pulling and helping us keep that leg up. And we'll come back down. And then over to the other side. And back down. And bring it back up to center. All right, let's take a block. If you have one or a pillow, something to squeeze just above the knees. And switch perspectives here. I'm going to keep it this way. If your feet don't touch, that's not comfortable, they don't have to touch. Only bring them as close together as is comfortable and manageable for you. So everybody's anatomy is different. This is where we respect that. My feet come together, yours might not. Okay. All right, so we're activating our adductors, giving that block a nice squeeze. Inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, as we sit back in the chair, we're going to swing the arms to the right. Inhale back up. And exhale, arms go to the left. Making sure that as we're coming in a chair, our arms are swinging one way, our pelvis, our hips, Don't try and compensate and swing the other way. Let that glute, that same side glute, take the load. Your core engage and stay nice, right? Steady and center. It means you don't go as deep into chair pose or you don't swing your arms as far to the side, then that's where you're at. Learn the moves, learn what your body can do. And as that improves, you can go a little deeper. Work within your means, as I always say. Let's do one more time on each side. Actually, I think it's 1.5 more times. I think I started with my arms to the right. I really don't remember. Of course I don't. Now we'll bring it up to center, and this time we're going to drop right down into our chair pose and hold it there. We want to make sure that we're up tall, our chest is open. If you can't have your arms straight and be long, if that means you start arching excessively, bring them forward. Let's inhale, come up. And on the exhale, we'll take twisting chair to our right. Exhale, release the center. Inhaling back up. And exhale, twisting chair to our left. Exhale, center. Inhale, taking it up. And on the exhale, nice hinge down to our forward fold. Bend the knees as you need to so that we can keep our spine nice and long. This doesn't count. This does. We'll actually get a better stretch through the belly of the muscle of the hamstring if you keep your knees bent. If you straighten it and it forces your back to round, now you're putting pressure on the tendons of the attachments at your knees and up at the hips. We don't want the tendons to stretch. We want the muscle to stretch and engage. So bend the knees if you need to. I'm going to get out the shiny spot. Let's inhale, reverse dive, nice hinge back up. And exhale, taking it back down. With the breath, at your own pace. Being cognizant of your spine, of your hamstrings, and where you're at. We'll do one more time, then we'll hold our forward fold again. Hold in here. And from here, we're just going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Still got that block. Almost done with it, almost on it. Inhale the arms up, lengthening the tailbone down. And as we exhale, hinging forward to our flat back position. Inhale back up. Exhale, flat back again. Half forward fold, or Uttanasana. Finding ourselves here. Then we're going to take our arms, inhale, pressing forward. And exhale, pressing back. Only bring the arms as far forward as you can comfortably manage. Doing what's best for you. Let's get one more with the breath here. And then we're going to hold it. Make sure you can still breathe deeply and evenly. Exhale, press back. Inhale, hinging up. Exhaling down into our chair pose. Ah, yes, that's lovely. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, release to the sides. We'll shake out. We'll set that block aside. We'll start to put some movement, some vinyasa on things. So to the top of your mat, if you're not already there, we're going to start with our revolved crescent to runner's pose vinyasa. I'll guide you through the first one, and then you just keep moving. All right, here we go. Inhale, left foot back to crescent. Exhale, left arm forward, revolved crescent. Inhale, sweep that right arm back up to crescent. Exhale, nice hinge down to runner's pose. Inhale, back up. And exhale, releasing back to standing on the other side. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, revolved crescent. Inhale, left arm swoops back to crescent. Exhale, nice hinge to runner's pose. Inhale, back up to crescent. And exhale, back to standing. Keep it going. Moving with the breath, nice and steady. One more time on each side. Not rushing. Not getting ahead of the breath, which we can be tempted to do as maybe we start to fatigue or it gets more challenging. Maintain control. Resist the urge to speed up. Back to standing. Little shake out here. Now we're going Then we're going to do the humble warrior vinyasa. So we'll start to open up the chest a little bit more. Get a little more release through the back. So as before, I will guide you through round one and then you just keep moving with the breath. All right, here we go. Let's inhale. Left foot back, left heel down. Warrior one. Exhale. Release the arms to the side. Clasp the fingers and hands together. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, release forward to our humble warrior. Inhale, back up to warrior one. And exhale, back to standing on the other side. Right foot back, warrior one. Exhale, release the arms to the sides. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, back to warrior one. And exhale to standing. Keep going with the flow, with the breath. Always having good pressure and activation through that back foot and leg. Quadriceps should always be engaged. Helps keep that leg straight and strong. We're going to need that for later. One more time on each side. Alright, step it out wide. I'm going to turn our toes out slightly, or turn our feet out slightly. Tuck those elbows in. Inhale, sitting the hips back. And exhale, pressing up. Making sure that we can keep our knees nice and open and that they're not collapsing in as we're coming down. We want those glutes to engage. So we get a little more stretch through our adductors, which is going to enable us to engage our quadriceps and stretch out those hamstrings that much more effectively when we get to our peak pose. Oh yeah. Two more. And bring those arms out to the side. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Drop back down into our squat, however much is comfortable, so that you keep those knees open. If going lower means we collapse, stay up higher so we maintain that position. Nice and solid here. Let's inhale, dip to the left. Exhale back to center. And then dip into our right. With the breath. One more to each side, nice and steady. Bring it back up, and we're going to turn those toes in as much as is comfortable. Engage those quadriceps. Inhale, bring the arms up. And on the exhale, nice hinge down. Now you can choose to fold your arms here. Place your hands on the floor or on a block, or on the floor or on a block with your fingertips in towards you. Spread nice and wide. That's especially helpful if you're tight through the shoulder and the wrist. Or you can move through a combination of all of them. Whatever feels right, feels best right now. And let's take a walk over to our right ankle. And then over to the left. Back to the right. And one more time to the left. And release back to center. We're just going to sit the hips back on the left, and then walk over, sit the hips back on the right. Then we're going to stay on our right side, and we're going to walk it around, pivot that right foot so that it's facing directly the short edge of the mat. But just so your left heel stays down, you might turn that foot in a little bit. Right hip and knee are lined up with each other, not swinging out to the right. Let's inhale, lift our arms out to the side. Quadricep on the left leg is engaged. We're pressing down through that back left foot and staying nice and long. And release down. We'll walk it over to the left. Get ourselves situated in that same position on this side. And we'll inhale and lift. Release back down, walk it back to center. And we're going to heel toe the feet back together, bending the knees if you need it. I have my bending the knees. Inhale, swoop on up. Exhale, release the arms to the sides. All right. Have your maybe a little knee cushion and a block at the ready. We're going to be getting to meeting those here. All right. Top of the mat, inhale the arms up. And exhale, release down to our forward fold. Inhale to flat back. And exhale, we're going to release all the way down to plank. Get bothers your wrists. Fold the mat under or come onto your fists. Won't be here too long. Exhale, release down to chaturanga or all the way down to the floor. We're going to inhale, coming into up dog or cobra, whichever feels most appropriate for you right now. And exhale, coming into our down dog. We're going to inhale the right foot up. On an exhale, step it between the hands, the knee cushion, place it under. Left knee is going to come down. I'm going to take a block into my left hand. We're gonna do a variation of half camel pose or quadriceps. So we can start to engage our front side, lengthening our back side, but also opening up our front body. So I'm going to start to straighten that right leg out, stacking my left hip and knee to the best of my ability. And inhale, bringing that right arm up. Left hand stays down. We don't want to feel stress or strain on the back. Make sure that we're lifting and lengthening. I am not the most flexible in this position, so it needs a little work. And then exhale, coming back up, bringing those arms down. And bringing it forward. We're going to step right back. All right, to our down dog. Inhale the left foot up. And on an exhale, step it through. That right knee goes down. Have our block at the ready. Begin to stack. Right hip, right knee. Lengthen that left leg. And left arm comes up. Exhale, coming back up, hinging forward to our half monkey god pose. Walk it forward, and then we're going to step back to our down dog. One more time. Then we're going to bring it to seated. I'm going to slide that blanket out. Box at the ready. I'm going to have my strap at the ready. And let's first start by right foot out. Let's bring the left one in. Inhale those arms up, long through the spine. And as we exhale, right hand reaches for the right foot. Left hand's going to press that left knee down as we roll the left shoulder back and open, looking up to our left side. Right quadricep is engaged. Our toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And release back to center. We'll switch sides. Left foot out, right one in. Left quadriceps engage. If you have to, give it a little slap. Give a little tension so it knows it's time to wake up. Inhale those arms up, lengthening. Exhale, left hand towards the left foot. Right hand presses that right knee down as we look up and over. And release back to center. Maybe up tall. Bend the knees. Feet flat. Knees as close together as they come. If you can press them together, let's do that. They don't come all the way together, that's fine. But as close together as you can make them. Lengthen that spine. Start to hinge back so you feel some engagement in the abdomen. Arms forward. I'm going to lift the feet. If it's not comfortable to lift the feet, just keep the feet down. Or one at a time. You want to start to stimulate that deep abdominal contraction we're going to need for our heron pose, Krounchasana. That's what's going to help us lift our leg into position. And we're going to hinge down. Extend those legs out straight. Quads active. Inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, nice hinge forward towards your toes. Use the strap if you need to, so we keep that spine long. And it's the engagement of our front side that lets us stretch the back side. So quads and our abdomen are engaging and working to pull us forward so we can stretch and release the back side. That's how that works. And release back up. Feet flat again. Lengthen that spine. Nice hinge back. Chest stays open. Arms forward. And taking it to Navasana for our boat pose. And bring it back down. Let's extend those legs out one more time. Inhaling the arms up. And exhaling, taking it forward. And release. All right, so to start to prep, I'm going to place a block underneath me. I'm going to sit on that. And let my right leg is bent at my side. I'm going to find myself here right now. And then I'm going to start to walk back just a little bit to get a little opening through the front as much as is comfortable. I'm going to bring it back up. And I'm going to use my strap. So in Krounchasana, we're here in this essentially, I don't want to say half kneeling, but one leg bent, one leg is straight. Then we take our abdomen and our quads, we engage them, and we lift our leg up. And because I'm not particularly flexible through the hamstrings or the back, I need the block and I need the strap, making sure that we are keeping our back long. Use those quads to lift and the abdomen. Because if you just lift yourself, you might not get very far and you're not going to feel very much. Use those muscles. Spine long. Get a lot more out of it. chest open. And release down. And switch to our other side. Settle in here. And then we'll walk it back just to start to get a little release and length in our front, because it is crucial to being able to engage those muscles properly so we can effectively get into our pose and work and lengthen the muscles that we're supposed to. All right, let's bring it on up. Have that strap at the ready. Loop it over that foot. Make sure I'm sitting enough on the block. And here we go. Quads, abdomen up tall. Left, left. It's tempting to lean back. If you find that's happening, reinforce the engagement of your quads and abdomen, because if you're leaning back, you're not using those muscles to pull up and to keep you upright. I know it's tempting. I want to do it myself. Don't do it. Don't worry about how high you lift your leg. Maybe you can't keep it perfectly straight. That's okay. You'll get there. You'll get there with practice. Time and practice. Release back down. We're going to do each side one more time. Come into our switch. It's like Ardha half hero's pose. Excuse me. Let's do our little walk back here. Bring it back up. Have that strap ready. Here we go. Up top, abdomen, quads, use those muscles, and lift. Keep it on your back. And release down. And we'll switch one last time. Something else shoot at me. Then I'll walk back. And bring it on up. Here we go. Last time. Keep that strap up tall. Quads, abdominals. And get that lift. And release down. And we'll slide that block out. Coming to seat one more time. We'll do one more round of Vivasana. So knees together, feet flat. Inhale, lengthen. Start to hinge back. Arms forward, feet lifted. Bring it back down. And on an exhale, just let yourself roll forward over the knees, over the thighs. Relax the head and neck. Slowly bring it back up. And let's roll it on back. Let's take our block. We're going to place it under the sacrum. Extend the left leg out. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Left quads are active. They're going to help us enhance the stretch. Release the right knee, lengthen that leg out, bring the left one in towards the chest. Right quads active. And release. Slide that block on out. These things out of the way. Arms out in a T. Hips and knees at 90. We're going to inhale. Down to the right. Exhale back up to center. And then down to the left. With a breath. Now as we're doing this, as I come down to the right, my right palm is down. I'm pressing into the floor as I exhale. And then we switch, right palm up, left one down. It's going to help us get a little more engagement through our upper back. It's actually going to help our twist and help our body move through the movement a bit more effectively and train the movement more effectively. Train the pieces and parts to work together like they need to, or supposed to. Gives us more stability, activation through our shoulder blade. It's quite nice. up to center. Now we're going to go back down to the right. We're just going to hold it there. Just let the knees down. Find yourself in a position where you can breathe into that left side. Open up the space deeply, evenly, and comfortably. And let's bring it back up to center and down to the left. Back up to center. Extend those feet up towards the ceiling. Engage those quads one more time. Move feet and ankles, toes around a little bit. Release down. Extend the legs out on the floor. Heels together to start. Bring the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Nice big deep inhale. Gathering up all your tension. Flex all your muscles. Make a face. Hold it. Hold everything. Exhale, release. Release and relax into Shavasana. Let's roll it over onto a right or left side to the fetal pose. And we'll press it back up to seated Sukhasana, our easy pose. Nice and tall. Let's inhale, lengthen the arms up one last time. And exhale to the heart center. Namaste. Now you may go. Bring on the day, bring on the week from this place of newfound enlightenment and peace and energy. And thank you for tuning in, joining in. Hopefully we got a nice stretch out of that, an activation, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, good job.